How long does an affair last? There are three main types of affairs occurring. 1. Continuous cheating. Serial cheaters are cheaters who continuously cheat on their spouse. Serial cheating can involve a number of one-night stands or even multiple longer-term affairs. In essence, the cheater is more than willing to pull the wool over their partner's eyes in order to seek physical validation or short-term emotional connection with several others. Most of the time, serial cheaters have no emotional investment in anyone but themselves. They seek pleasure at any cost, even if it lasts only for a few minutes. Serial affairs typically serve the moment or cheater's need, then end for a new relationship or one-night stand. Serial cheaters are narcissists who may lean toward sociopathy. They don't care who gets hurt in the process of their affairs, whether it's the spouse or the other person. While the sex can provide physical satisfaction, it's more of an ego boost. This type of person tends to be insecure about his or her sexual prowess and requires constant reinforcement. A warm body, any warm body, provides the means to get through the night. 2. One-night stands. One-night stands are usually accidental and arise out of opportunity. An annual business convention away from home. The spouse is away for a few days. Offering a ride home to a coworker with whom one has been working closely on a project. These are all opportunities that can lead to the temptation to cheat, even if the cheater isn't actively considering an affair. In fact, these encounters are rarely planned. They can start innocently in a bar over drinks and move to a hotel room very quickly. Alcohol can play a factor in lowering any existing inhibitions and resistance, especially if coupled with a sexually charged atmosphere. A person who has a one-night stand might not consider their actions a threat to his or her marriage, or they might realize that even this short-term affair could hurt their partner. In either case, a one-night stand is just that, an affair that lasts for a few hours or, at most, a night or two. Usually, there is no emotional attachment, just sex. 3. Longer-term affairs. Longer-term affairs generally offer more stability and emotional connection than one-night stands, though some cheaters might simply use their affair for a physical connection. Many times, these affairs occur after several years of dissatisfaction in the marriage, but they can also form within a shorter time frame. Longer-term affairs usually last from 6 months to approximately 2 years. For both men and women, longer-term affairs can arise from an unhappy marriage where one or both partners feel underappreciated or undervalued by their significant other. It could be that the romance between the partners has simply died in the midst of work and chaos of life, or perhaps one or both partners no longer feel physically connected. Cheaters often report that their dissatisfaction with their significant other's attitude, looks, or failure to meet expectations is the cause of their affair. Knowing this, it's easy for the partner to blame themselves when the longer-term affair comes to light. However, it is essential to realize that while the cheater may use these reasons as excuses to keep their affair alive, the true cause of their dissatisfaction is personal and no one's fault but their own. Types of affairs. You might hear an affair being referred to as a love affair, an emotional affair, a fling, or extramarital relations. Some people simply call it being unfaithful or cheating. The most common types of affairs include 1. Romantic. Affairs may be romantic, which is also referred to as an affair of the heart. These are sometimes in the form of sexual liaisons among unwed or wedded parties, though that is not always the case. It may also be considered some form or another of non-monogamy. 2. Casual. A casual relationship is a physical and often emotional relationship between two people who may engage in sexual relations. However, they often do so without the expectation of a more formalized romantic relationship. 3. Emotional. A platonic relationship may also be called a romantic affair as well. An emotional affair lacks sexual intimacy, but has intense or enduring emotional intimacy. Emotional affairs can easily evolve into sexual affairs and be just as threatening to the primary relationship. Even when this type of an affair doesn't cross the line by becoming physical, the impact can be just as detrimental to a marriage. The intimacy involved in emotional affairs can often be deeper and more intense than the intimacy in a sexual affair. 4. Cyber. An online affair, or cyber affair, is one that occurs online via chat, webcam, email, or text. It may be anonymous. It may be between individuals who may know basic information about one another, like their names, but have never met. Or it may occur online with someone the person knows in real life. Quite often, a cyber affair has emotional and/or sexual undertones. The partners involved in a cyber affair may never meet in person, but the emotional connection and sensual nature of the affair constrain the committed relationships one or both participants are in. 5. Sanctioned. The term affair might also describe part of an agreement within an open marriage or open relationship. With a sanctioned affair, a couple agrees upon which forms of sex are permitted with someone other than their primary partner. These may include swinging, dating, polyamory, and ménage à trois. An open marriage that works for both parties has to play by the rules that were agreed upon by both parties from the start. Otherwise, this type of affair can be just as damaging as the others.